Peace, family. Day four of going live, 7 days straight, 2 times a day, at least an hour each time. Drink my hot tea first, okay? And then we about to do some stretching. We about to do some yoga. I got the weights out here with me today. We finna really get into it, okay? Whew. Ooh, 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 ooh. My body hurts from doing those workouts the last 2 days, but it's gonna be all right. I'm finna power through it and go ahead and do this other workout. Grand Rising, family, Grand Rising. I had a download earlier, but I can't remember what it was in this moment. Like, I was like, I'm gonna say this download. Hopefully it'll come back through. All right, I'm hoping this download that I had earlier will come back through. Thank you for joining the team. Thank you. All right. Oh, my legs. Ah, okay. Okay. Y'all, we're gonna stretch first, okay? We're gonna stretch first. Oh, my legs hurt. Alright. Alright, I stretch for at least 30 seconds each stretch, okay? One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And one of the most important things, I feel like whenever you're stretching, you got to make sure that you breathe. Like, you got to breathe in deep, okay? Because you're supposed to stretch until the point where you start to feel the tension. The tension is where, you know, you have the loss of flexibility or a tightness in your muscles, okay, from not using them as often or, you know, not stretching as often. So you have to make sure you breathe while stretching. Like, breath is literally one of the biggest keys to life. Even like if you're in pain or anything like that, if you've ever noticed when you breathe deeply, even if you go get a piercing, okay, when you get a piercing, they'll tell you to breathe in and breathe out. And when you're breathing out, that's when they pierce you, because that's when you experience the least amount of pain. Or, you know, if you're about to get hurt or you're about to get hit or something like that, if you tense up, excuse me, bless me. If you're about to, you know, get hurt or something like that, they tell you to, like, loosen up, breathe, because if you tense, it's going to hurt more. And that depends on different things, okay? That depends on different things. Or even, say, if you're giving birth or going through labor pains, the reason they tell you to breathe, you have to remember to breathe. Because if you don't breathe, the pain intensifies. You got to breathe through it. Breathing through life. Breathe through the tension. All of that physically and spiritually comes into play, okay? Because if you'll notice as you stretch and focus on your breath and breathing deeply, you'll notice how your muscles loosen up more and more, and you're able to stretch even further, okay? Yeah, I think I'm gonna become a doula. I gotta go get certified to be a doula because I know that I could help women give birth. My mom herself is a midwife. She's fire at it. She's fire at it. I want to be a doula though because I like to bring the aspects of spirituality into it. I'd have the crystals, I have the sound music, the natural birth, like all the keys. Like I favor doulas, and I think I want to be a doula. So I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta go ahead and look into that, and then that'd be fire too. You know, like helping some of y'all give birth or something like that. That'd be fire. Just imagine me as your doula helping you give birth to a beautiful baby into the world. Like, oh, that'd be awesome. And I'd even travel. I could travel, and if people all over the world want to have me as a doula, I would do that. And then that'd also be a great way for me to be able to see the world too, see the world, experience different people. Because I already know fire shit. It's in my blood, okay? It's in my blood. What is it? Doctors running my blood. That's another thing that run in my blood. Doctors, educators, different things like that. That I'm blessed to have had those experiences through my ancestors and in past lives, and that has helped to, you know, make and complete the being that I am. That's awesome. Okay. Have some advice. Have some advice on what, my love? Hey, Cassie babes. I hope you have a grand rising, a good grand rising, a fantastic grand rising. Look, y'all, I got the weights out today. So the workouts that we finna do today, closer to the end of the reading, we finna do the weights, okay? Thank you for the gift. Okay, I told my toxic friend I don't want to be friends anymore, and she said that she still wants to be and values our friendship, and I don't know what to say because I don't want to be friends. Okay, so I've had a situation like that. I'll tell you from my experience, okay? So I had a friend that basically, like, I helped them with a lot of different things. You feel like I was the one with the car. I helped them do a lot of different things and put a lot of different energy and, you know, a lot of different love into them. And then towards the end of the friendship, she did like some fucked up shit, right? And I stopped talking to her. And I was like, later on, she tried to come back into my life. And I told her, I was like, well, to be honest, I was like, we can give it a trial, but I'm just letting you know I'm not the same as I used to be. I'm like, we can meet up and we can go out, and then, you know, we'll see if we can vibe, because I'm not going to force a vibe. We're going to see if we vibe, but if we don't vibe, then it's not going to go. So regardless of if she wanted to be friends or not, I went out with her. You know, we hung out. The vibe just didn't match. It didn't flow. It's not what it used to be because I'm not the same. My energy wasn't the same. My level of perspective wasn't the same. The love for myself wasn't the same. And I also wasn't accepting the same type of energy that she was giving. Like I wasn't just letting it just roll. It didn't just roll no more, okay? So I had to tell her, I was like, I tried. You know, we gave it a little run, because I base all my, you know, how I deal with people off of energy. You feel, if it don't feel right, it don't go. If it don't feel right, it don't flow with me. That's just how I move. That may not work for everybody, but if it don't flow, it don't go. And I just had to tell her, you know, it just don't flow. And then I just took her off of everything and all that stuff. She may or may not feel some way about it to this day, but I had to do what's best for me, and knowing that it just didn't flow like, you know, I would want it to flow. So regardless, at the end of the day, you're gonna have to choose yourself and be brave and be bold enough to take those steps to separate yourself from frequencies that no longer vibe with you or align with you. You're welcome, love. Ooh, I'm sore from the push-ups yesterday back here. Oh, if you want to see what I did yesterday, okay, if you want to see what I did yesterday, the workouts and the vibes, it's uploaded to my YouTube. And that goes for any relationship. It doesn't matter if it's friendship, quote unquote, family, blood, co-workers, all that shit. I understand if you're at work, you got to be cordial. Just let shit roll off your shoulder or whatever, but don't let nobody run over you either. You have to find that balance of speaking up for yourself and also not letting people get to you at the same time. How long have you been going thinking about locking my hair? My hair has been locked since October 2021. Yeah, October 2021. My locks are, let's see, October. They're a year old. A year old now. A year old October. November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's now July. My locks are 1 year and 9 months old. 1 year and 9 months old. I'm almost at 2 years with my locks. That's crazy. I didn't even realize it was almost 2 years with my locks, and they have been growing like really crazy. Like they are really long. I was thinking that they was gonna be to the middle of my back by the second year, at least by the third year. I'd say do it the way, okay, or it's like understanding the reason that I twisted up my ether, the reason that I locked up my ether and my hair, okay, I did it because I wanted to love myself more. I went through the ugly stage because like my hair, the ugly stage or whatever, my hair was short. I've had short hair for a very long time because I don't like dealing with a whole lot of hair because I'm a hairstylist. I was doing everybody else's hair and doing my hair. That shit get tiring, okay? So doing all that, I kept my hair cut short, okay? But then I decided, and I thought I wasn't gonna lock. The funny thing is I said I wasn't gonna lock my hair up till I got older, like in my 50s or 60s or something like that. But I guess that just means like spiritually I have evolved and matured to where I feel secure in myself enough to lock my hair up because I know who I am now. But it helps as it teaches you how to love yourself, okay? So locking up your hair, you have to deal with going through the ugly stages, okay? And there are many different ones. It doesn't even have to be in the beginning because your hair is going to do what it wants to do. It may not want to stay twisted. It may not want to stay in one place. It may want to stay here. It may just want to stick up like this. It may just want to stick up like this. You can't do shit about it. You didn't try to lay it down, all that. It's going to pop back up. Like having locks has really taught me about the flow of life and loving the flow of life and accepting the flow of life. Understanding that things aren't always going to go the way that you would want them to, or maybe, you're not going to look the way you would like to look, but to love yourself anyways. My locks have taught me how to love myself. They've taught me how to be patient. They've taught me the strength that I didn't even know I had. Like, y'all, the story of Samson in the Bible? Yeah. They help you to realize the strength that you have within you. And it's funny because locks used to be looked at as, they used to be looked at as nasty because of, ignorant energies or energies, people, beings throughout history and time who, wanted individuals to look a certain way. Like, y'all remember when it was a time period where every black person had to, they pressed out their hair. They had perms and relaxers because it was thought that if you had kinky or nappy hair, that it's ugly or that it's not beautiful and that it's not appreciated, which is complete and utter bullshit, but it's understanding from the times. And in order to get a job, in order to feel somewhat of like you fit in, they had to press out their hair. They had to look like how the Caucasians who were ruling over them, they had to try to make themselves look similar to them in order to even get any ounce of respect or any ounce of attention or any ounce of like just all of that. So if you get your locks, I say it's like take it seriously, because I understand there are people who do the instant locks. They'll get the instant locks. I'd say the best part, because if you skip over, you know, basically the locking up phase and all that, you're missing out on a very crucial and vital part of the spiritual part of locks that could help to grow you and mature you even more. So, you know, if that's what you want to do, because I did it to learn more about myself, I did it to love myself, and I did it to grow spiritually, because I was already awakening when I did my locks. So for that reason, and then with that intention, that's why my locks are so healthy. That's why my locks grow so fast, because I started them and I take care of them with the intention to grow. As my locks grow, I grow. My locks are a physical representation of the spiritual growth that I have in myself and the level at which I have reached or pertained. You feel? And y'all just know, if you want to catch any of these words again, you feel, this video is going to be uploaded to my YouTube, okay? The link is in my bio. And this will definitely be uploaded to my YouTube. So these positive words and all that good stuff, the great ass energy, my vibe, you want to experience this exact same energy again, it's going to be there. All right. How did you realize when you became a spiritual being? Okay, so I'm gonna correct you on the phrasing of that. It's when did I realize I was a spiritual being having a human experience? It was around, like, consciously, or between the ages of like 16, 17, and 18, because I had this calling to different things. I was very interested in crystals, okay? However, my parents wouldn't buy them for me, you feel, because they thought they were like devilish or something like that. But I had my own money, so I went and got it for myself. So I started being interested in chakras. I started being interested in crystals. Like, I was very, very, very drawn to my birthstone, which is an amethyst crystal. I'm so drawn to the color purple and so drawn to the amethyst crystal. I'm very drawn to an aquamarine. I was very drawn to onyx, drawn to all different types of crystals, citrines, you feel? I was drawn to the mythological world. I've always been drawn to the mythological world, because I can tell you, I have read over thousands of mythology books, okay? Books that are based in mythology. And it's what I was interested in. I didn't get interested in or care about anything else that came to life until I found my interest in mythology and fantasy. And the things that helped to awaken me, what helped to awaken me, it was traumatic situations. One, traumatic situations helped to unlock me and mature me. And then two, I was noticing stuff growing up that other people didn't notice. Like, you know, just the spiritual stuff. You noticing weird shit happening. Don't nobody else notice it, but you notice it. You're not crazy. You're not crazy, because I wasn't crazy. Turns out I wasn't crazy. Turns out I'm not schizophrenic. Turns out I'm not none of that shit. Turns out I'm just tapped in. Turns out I can just see through the veil. Because I tell y'all, when I started waking up, the very first experience that I had with a spirit, I was laying in my bed, like I was sleeping, then I wasn't asleep. And I was I had my back faced towards the edge of the bed, okay? So I couldn't see what was behind me. And I was asleep, and I heard something talking to me. I thought it was my mom. I thought it was my mom that came in my room and was talking to me, because I was like half asleep. And my shoulder, I was being rocked, and it was like talking to me and rocking my shoulder. And I was like, huh? And I was like, what? Mama, what'd you say? Huh? What? And all I kept hearing was the mumbling and the rocking my shoulder, trying to get me to wake up. And then I was like, I flipped over and I was like, what? What do you want? And there was nothing behind me. I was like, oh, I told the spirits, I was like, y'all gotta wait. Y'all can't be touching me. I was not ready. The spirit started touching me when I was not ready to be touched. Or it's like I didn't think I was ready to be touched, okay? And those experiences where I've been touched by spirits before, I was like, when I first started, because I had just started on it. I had just started on the journey. So I was like, I know it's capable. I knew it was possible. It's like you can believe in things and all this, and it's like, you trust it in all this. But when you see it physically manifest into your world, even though you believe it, it's going to be like, wait, huh? Like your whole mind. Because it's like you believed, but then you actually have the physical proof. Like, it's like, oh, it's a little scary. Now I don't even get scared by doors automatically be open up, lights be flickering, all types of crazy shit go on whenever I'm in a room. And it's just like nothing. I just take it as it's this spirit conversing with me, okay? So it's like it is hearing voices, hearing conversations, figuring out what your abilities are. Another thing that they're the clairaudient, clairvoyance. You go look into all those things, or maybe I'll do a video on it. Y'all want me to do a video? I can do an educational video on my TikTok explaining the clairs and, how they work and helping you to figure out which type of spiritual abilities that you have and like how you can use them or something like that. But yeah, I experience things deeper and on a more profound level than others did. I was having visions. I had a dream one night that my car would be crashed, okay? I had a dream that my car would be crashed, and I was in it, but I came out without a scratch. My car was completely totaled in the dream, but I came out fine. The next day, someone backed into my car, and it rolled into the road, but it didn't get hit, like, other than they backed into it. So, okay, bet, I got you. And understanding that I had that dream, knowing that that shit was gonna happen, and then the next day someone came up knocking on my door talking about, they backed into your car. It's in the road. You gotta come. I got a stick shift. I got a stick shift. So it hit and then it rolled. So yeah, stuff that happened it's just understanding all those many different things. It was a whole bunch of stuff that happened. That's what I'm saying. Basically, to awaken. Yes, I interpret dreams. I've been interpreting. I had an interesting dream this week as well. I've had every single night, and even when I take a nap recently, I've been having deep, vivid dreams. And one thing I'll say, if you are having dreams and you can remember them, you need to get a journal, something, and make it a dream journal and write your dreams down in them. Because dreams can be, they can be pinpointed back to either emotions. They can be pinned back to trauma. They can be taken back to energies that you are facing, or like intentions, okay, that others are sending on you. Because there was this one point where I was living somewhere, and I kept having dreams that I was fighting. Well, first it was they were fighting me. The person that I was living with, they kept coming and fighting me in my dreams. And then in the end, I ended up having to stand up for myself. And in my dreams, I ended up whooping their ass because they kept trying to come for me. And then I ended up leaving. So, like, and I took that as their spirit was fighting with me because my spirit aggravated their demons. My spirit aggravated the energies that were within them, and they were trying to fight me. They were trying to kill my spirit in my dreams, but my spirit only got stronger. So, many different things. Oh, sore. Oh, I did say I was gonna do that. Okay, hold on. Ow! Y'all, I'm sweating on the mat. That's crazy. That sweat just came from me. Y'all, I'm detoxing right now too. So I'm detoxing these last few days. I've been outside. I've been sweating. The working out. drinking my detox tea, and also just detoxing my body, detoxing my spirit, okay? Y'all, there's literally sweat dripping off from under my, damn. Yeah, but detoxing, I've been detoxing heavy. I just remembered the download that I had earlier that I forgot. I just remembered the download. Yes, thank you, Spirit. Okay. All right. Yeah, listen up. Okay. So I had a download earlier, all right? And I did a video on it. It was just with the, it had a song, okay? It's a song, it's pinned to the top of my page, okay? And I don't know, at the moment, it's been getting up to 90 degrees. Yesterday it was 92 degrees. Hey, okay, well, I'm in the middle of giving a download right now, okay? So y'all got to listen up. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, you feel? I just got to get this out, okay? So I had this download from this video that I posted on my TikTok. It's got a song, excuse me. It's got a song in it, you know, I put on it manifesting magic, okay? And one of the affirmations is, I am worthy of releasing karma. I got this download about that, okay, about releasing karma, okay? So a lot of us go through karmatic situations. Karma as in someone did something to us, right? And we hold on to it, or, you know, we went through certain experience and things like that. And we hold on to the experience within our bodies and we don't speak on it. Us not speaking on it, or, you know, doing something about it, you know, or expressing it in a certain type of way in order to release that karma that has been put on us, we are holding on to karma that is not ours. That's why we're clearing out. I got to download another one. If you see it pinned, it's uploaded to my YouTube. We're releasing karma, okay? We have zero karmic debt. You're going to have zero karmic debt, those who resonate with this, okay? And you're having zero karmic debt because you are releasing the karma that you've been holding on to that is not yours to hold on to. It's like anybody who has those situations that, say, you know, trigger warning. If someone has been through a situation such as molestation or rape, they're the same thing to me. Ain't no difference. It was without permission, you feel? So, you know, it's touching regardless, but going through that situation, and say it happened in the family. Say it was a family member that did it to you, okay? And, you know, they made it to where you couldn't tell. Well, on the inside of you, there is a child, or at whatever age you were, teenager, adult, that is sad inside of you, feeling violated inside of you, and not being able to release that experience. So holding on to the pain, holding on to the trauma, holding on to the karma. The karma is the trauma and all that pain that you have experienced, holding it inside of you. And you have not gotten to release it, okay? And that is energy, okay? Emotions, trauma, all of that is energy. Everything is energy. So if you're holding on to that in your body, you're holding on to that, your body is a vessel, okay? Your body is a vessel, your body is a sponge. Like a Coke bottle shaken up, it can only hold so much without busting. So if you don't release it, it's either going to bust out of you, or like where you have an energetic explosion, whether or not it's going to be anger. It may be anger first, because a lot of different things, they turn into anger. But if you take off the mask of anger, behind the mask of anger is sadness. Behind the mask of anger is... behind the mask of anger, it starts with a D. But you know what I mean. And with you holding that inside, it can also manifest from that energy physically into an ailment or a disease in your body, because it's energy. All diseases, all, you know, ailments, sickness, any of that is a manifestation of spiritually. Spiritually is also energetically, okay? Spiritually and energetically, something that is going on inside of you, physically manifesting into the world. So it is okay to release that karma. That's a download that I got, okay? It is okay to release that karma, okay? Because it's not yours to hold on to, okay? And I know it does suck, because it's like you've been conditioned. you've been conditioned to, you know, it doesn't matter, my feelings come last, it doesn't matter, you know, it was just done to me, so what, whatever, okay, it doesn't matter. But the fact is that it does matter, because you disapproving yourself and doing that to yourself, how can you ever feel stable in a world where everybody has their own opinions, where they have their own thoughts, where they have their own feelings? How can you ever feel stable in your own spot or on your own foundation when you can't even, you know, validate your own self? I'm not even trying to preach. Spirit is just using me right now. Spirit is using me right now. So how? It's like you can't. And it's just a really big energy. A lot of people are releasing karma right now. And a lot of individuals, like, in the world, because of everybody finally letting go of the karma that was done to them, are trying to say that the individuals who are releasing the karma are bad people, or that, you know, that they're crazy, or that they're doing something wrong, you know, judging the individuals who are releasing the karma, because it's going to negatively affect somebody else, because that's what karma is. They gave you something that had a negative effect on you, which means you were holding that negative karma within your body. And then when you release it, of course it's going to be negative karma, because that's what you were holding in. So of course it's going to affect somebody negatively, whether or not it's you telling on the person who did that to you, or, you know, like, speaking about that situation, even if you don't say their names. Like, y'all can literally see on my page, I speak about situations, but I don't say nobody's name, because if anybody, you know, end up getting caught up, it's because they're going to catch themselves up, you feel? They will catch themselves up. You know, you can do whatever you want to do, but I'm just not letting, you know, their energy destroy me or anything like that. And at the same time, I don't say their names, because saying people's names gives them power. Names have power. They're not everything, but names do have power. So I stopped saying people of the past. Like, I don't say their name. Like, literally, if anybody knows me, I rarely say names. I'll be like, I don't feel like saying their name. I don't give them no power. Exes, any of that shit. If you want to disconnect with an ex, okay? If you want to disconnect with somebody, stop saying their name. Stop saying their name. Stop thinking about them. I don't know, easier said than done. It takes practice to, you know, to make that happen. But stop saying their name. Stop thinking about them. Stop texting them. Stop talking to them. Completely cut off. That's how you, when they say root work, okay? When they say how to cut cords, and even if somebody does do a cord cutting ritual, if you do that cord cutting ritual, you're going to have to do this stuff anyways. You're going to have to stop talking to them. You're going to have to stop engaging with them. You're going to have to completely cut the energy. If you don't cut the energy, it'll just grow back again. It's like pulling something out from the root. If you don't pull something that you don't want to grow out from the root, it will grow up again. That's why also with spirituality, getting to the root, okay, consciousness, getting to the root of what are your issues inside of you, the traumas, the things, why do you have certain and specific things manifesting into your life? Why do you have certain things, you know, unfolding, or, you know, having not having control over your emotions, or where you end up projecting, okay? You end up projecting how you feel on somebody else, making somebody else feel bad, not realizing that that is what you're feeling on the inside. Okay, Ashe? Yeah, it's okay to release karma. It's okay to release karma. It's okay to not feel okay. It's okay to feel lonely. It's okay to feel unheard and all those different things. You feel? It's okay until it's not okay. When you get sick and tired, y'all know that phrase, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired is when you do something about it. And a lot of individuals say if you keep getting hurt by someone, the reason you ain't left is because it ain't hurt bad enough. I forget who said that, but that made so much sense, because realizing a lot of the things that I have left, okay, a lot of the things or the people, the situations or the groups, you feel, things that I have now left in, yeah. I hope it caught that though. Yeah. I hope it caught that though. Alright. Let me go ahead and Me bent over this way. I like putting my arms. That feels a whole lot better. Oh, it says I got a good connection. Okay, back. Back. Stay back. Excuse me. This here. Oh, stretch, stretch, stretch. It is. When did I get on here? We do those workouts. We about to do these workouts. I think I got on around like 10:20 something. Y'all just going crazy, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and do these workouts now. All right. We got the weights today, y'all. Gonna do these squats. Gonna do these squats. Oh, my arms. How my arms are sore. Okay. We got it. We got it. All right. Let me figure out how I want to do them first. I think I want to, do restrained squats. If that's the right term for them. Don't quote me on it. Okay. Then I want to do 50. Or I'm gonna do sets of 15. Sets of 15 or 16 of these squats. And then I won't start counting until it starts to hurt, until it's already hurting. Yeah, that works. Okay, I'm gonna keep it like today with the legs. My body's already sore from working out the last 2 days, so I don't want to go too crazy. It's 11:20. I have been on here an hour. Okay, now I'm gonna go take a shower. Y'all already know, if you missed anything, this will be uploaded to my YouTube. Okay, link is in my bio.